Hello, I'm Joaquin Matus, and this is KidsSpectacular. Hello, everybody. Thank you for visiting KidsSpectacular once again. Here we are after a few weeks of not posting in English. But my throat is still just a little bit hoarse, and I'm trying to recover as quickly as possible. Today, we are going to see the object lesson. Now, I can teach my classroom in several ways. I can teach my classroom like Professor Sleep-A-Lot.
And if you're really good, I will show you how to conjugate the verb pasteurize.
Or I can teach my classroom like Freaky Deaky the Clown. Or I can teach my classroom like Teacher Speedy Reedy.
According to the food chain, if a really big fish eats a medium fish, and that medium fish eats a tiny fish, and that tiny fish eats a really tiny fish, and that tiny fish eats a itty bitty fish, and that itty bitty fish eats a bitty bitty fish, and that itty bitty fish eats all the other fishes, and it's going to be a really fishy situation because the little fish is going to turn into a huge fish, and it's going to be a really gigantic fish.
It doesn't matter. That is not the most important thing, because we have to understand that every child's way of learning is different. According to Edgar Dale's cone of experience, our brain works in the following way. We can remember 10% of what we read. We can remember 30% of what we see. We can remember 50% of what we can see and hear. However, we can remember 90% of what we can see, hear, and do. So let's do a quick review. Can anybody tell me the senses?
I sense a disturbance in the force.
They are sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch. And today we're going to have our faithful helper. He still doesn't have a name. This is why we use the object lesson. When you use your object lesson, you can incorporate as many senses as possible. The more, the better. Now for this object lesson, we're going to need some flour, oil, a knife, bread, a slice of ham, and sometimes it's helpful to use a plate. Now for this object lesson, we're going to make dough, and we're going to use this to tell them the story of the widow of Zarephath. First, I'm going to make the flour as I tell the story. And then I'm going to have them make some flour. And as they're making the flour, I am going to remind them of some points I want them to remember from this story. So let's tell the story. God told the prophet Elijah to go to the land of Zarephath. There he would meet a woman who would feed him. When he arrived, he saw a widow gathering wood. And he asked her, "Could I please have some water?" And she said, "Of course," and she went to go get the water. Before she could go, he stopped her and said, "Can you please bring me a piece of bread as well?" And the widow said to the prophet, "I have nothing left, I promise, except a little bit of flour and a little bit of oil. I was gathering this wood to make some fire, to bake our last meal for my son and for myself. And after this, we will die." The prophet said, "Go and do as I said. Feed me. And then you can make some for yourself and for your son. And guess what? Your oil will never run out, and you will never run out of flour until it rains once again in this dry land." And the woman did exactly that. She fed the prophet Elijah, and she fed herself and her son, and they never ran out of flour or oil until it rained once again in the land, just as God had promised. Now, after I finish with my story, I still want to use more senses. So I'm going to pretend that I'm going to bake this dough, and out is going to come a delicious, fresh baked bread. And then I'm going to cut this bread in half, and I'm going to make a sandwich. So I'm going to pull out a delicious slice of ham. Maybe you can put some mayonnaise on it, whatever you want to put on it, if you want to put anything in it. And I'm going to tell the children that we're going to make a delicious sandwich, and I'm going to cut it up again so I can share. And of course, I'm going to ask who wants to try it. And everybody's going to try it because everybody's famished. And maybe this is a good time to bring out refreshments, and as they're eating, we remind them once again of the story and how God promised He was going to provide. Now you can use this example to do other things, greater things, to incorporate your children interactively into your class. I want to ask you nicely to subscribe to my channel and click the little notification bell so that you can receive all the videos that I post and be notified whenever I do so. And if you like this video, please comment and give me some likes, and please share it so that other people can watch this video. If you would like to see this video in Spanish, you can click up here on this link and it will open up the other link so that you can click it and keep clicking until you reach the Spanish video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you liked it. God bless you. And remember, shine so that the world may see your good deeds and praise their Father in heaven. This was Kids Spectacular. Thank you.
To do it. Sight, smell, sound, touch, and sense of... I can't hear. Sonido del olfato. Smell. Sight. Sound, sense of sound. The sense of taste and touch.